Hello, my Taurus friends. I am Meg, your Elemental Empress, here to do your reading from July the 7th until July the 14th, 2018. I'll be doing a general spread and then a love spread afterwards. I have here the Tarot of the Tattoo Age. Oh, that one wanted to come out. And I have this one card here to oversee your reading. And it is easily my favorite card, even though it's not the most, it's not the most decorated one, but it's the Four of Swords, and the Four of Swords is about pulling away to relax because you need to have mental rest. And if you stare at this card enough, my friends, I'm telling you, you'll be feeling it, right? So, there could be part of this that's making you feel like you need to retreat, and that's okay, retreat, come back, fight another day, right, Taurus? Okay, so I have here the Deviant Moon Tarot, and I'm going to be doing a reading with them because we have a very crazy new moon coming up. It is the new moon partial solar eclipse in Cancer, your third house of siblings, small travel, what you do, speaking, writing, teaching, things like that, what you can do with your hands, whatnot, right? Well, for you guys, there's the opposition to Pluto, so you could be finding that you have, less of a fuse, right? With the people that are around you on your day-to-day basis, right? Because short travels, or your siblings, right? And it could be a power struggle going on here in some sort of way. For you guys, just to let you know, there are two trines also that same day. There is a grand earth trine, and then there is a grand water trine. So there are good aspects to it, but it's going to be heavy, and I've been feeling it somewhat. I'm not a Taurus, but I've been feeling it somewhat prior to this, and we could be feeling it for up to 6 months. So we also have Jupiter that went direct in your opposite sign of Scorpio, or that's going direct in your opposite sign of Scorpio on the 12th, right? So that's, the great benefact planet, which is a good thing for everybody. And it's 7th house, so, stuff could pick up in the love lives there, people. And we just got the Knight of Cups as the center issue, too. So, the Knight of Cups, for my Taurus friends, it is an offer. It does not have to be an offer of love, but a genuine offer coming through, and that's positive. So, that's very good. So, we also have Venus going into Virgo, and that makes up part of the Grand Earth Trine on the 13th, but the Venus going into Virgo will be on the 9th. So, Venus going into Virgo will be in your 5th house, so this could be a lot about dealing with children and things like that, and practical matters, what do they need for school, da-da-da-da, and just, really looking into things like that, and dating, anything that you do for fun, anything that you put out creatively, right? So it's good. I like Venus there for you guys. Okay. So in the past, you have the Seven of Wands, right? So the Seven of Wands here is, it's like coming out of the woods here for me. Yeah, it's a lot about standing up for what you believe in, for what you think is right? But here with the depiction on the card, it's really about, making it out of the woods. So that's good, and that's what's in your foundation. So you have the Knight of Cups as your center issue, very nice, and then you have the Seven of Wands in your foundation, which is still affecting you today. Okay, so in the recent past, you have the Empress. Very nice, right? So the epitome of growth, of stability, of beauty, right? You could be dealing with your mother. You could be dealing with your mother-in-law. You could be dealing with any mother figure to you, right? So, or you as a mother in general, if you are one, right? But it looks good. And she's looking back at the Four of Swords. So, she's looking back at having to take this rest, having to get away for a little bit. Alright, let's see. Okay, so what's crowning this is the Five of Wands. So, some kind of argumentative energy. You have Mars retrograde in your 10th house, and that's how people will see you, and it can be very, passive-aggressive, right? So you don't want to get like that. Nobody likes that, right? So, make sure you're not beating yourself up, too, because it can be a mental thing with yourself, especially with Mars retrograde. Okay, so you have the Ace of Pentacles in the reverse, and that's the next step here. Aces always, here it is in the upright, aces always, for me, resonate more with their octave than other cards that are in the reverse. So this ace is, you know, it's waiting on a new beginning, and that's what's going to happen. Okay, so we have the Emperor in the reverse, right? So we could be dealing with, you know, a nasty older male, Aries or Taurus, right? If that's you and you are the older male that is a Taurus, then you're really pissed off about something. If this is someone that you know, they could be downright abusive, because the Emperor in reverse can be abusive, and especially where we have the Empress here, and she's looking back at both the Emperor and the Four of Swords. So this could be someone trying to get away from this person. You know, it could definitely be a couple, right? Whether it's somebody you know or it pertains to yourself, right? But it definitely looks like, you know, this person is backing away, right? Okay, but it's not without a fight, and they thought that they were out of the woods before that, and this, you know, the offer coming through maybe for them to get away, you know, just because the Emperor in reverse is very harsh, you know. Like, if this is not you as a Taurian male and you're not feeling really messed up, right, then, yeah, he's not a very good guy, you know what I mean? Okay. Alright, so, you know, with the Knight of Cups, you have the Four of Coins in reverse. So the Four of Coins in reverse, is like not holding on, not gripping too tightly. So this, you know, it could even be that some of you are dealing with someone, it doesn't have to be you in an abusive situation, but somebody's abusive situation, and this person comes back and tries to, you know, get them back type of thing. But it doesn't look like, you know, there's no new beginning here, if that is the case, right? Alright, so with the Seven of Wands, you have the Queen of Swords, and the Queen of Swords can come up as an attorney, right? Yes, she could be an Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, female energy. If you are the female energy, you could have that in your chart, right? The Empress, a lot of times, you know, I read as Taurus too, you know, but Taurus, Virgo, Leo, you know, for this one, and Aries. Yeah, so with the Empress, you know, there could have been, you know, some, because the Three of Cups in the reverse, so there was some kind of, you know, cheating, deception, something like that happened, and maybe that's why this person is so upset, right? And but it's a negative talk. It could just be negative talk. The Three of Cups in reverse, right? Alright, so with the Five of Wands, we have the Queen of Wands in the reverse. So Aries, Leo, Sagittarian, female energy who's really just pissed off, right? So with that Five of Wands, so let's just check out this end here, right? Well, the next step here, you know. Yeah, you have the Strength card in the reverse. So this is somebody having a hissy fit. So the new beginning was blocked by it looks like somebody really having a hissy fit. It doesn't look like it's somebody not being able to stand up for themselves. It looks like somebody getting very angry and the person just being like, no. Yeah, so the Five of Wands gets put in reverse. Right? So that's the next step. So that's what's crowning you now. And definitely, like, you could be watching this with someone else, helping someone else get through this, or if you're going through this yourself, it looks, you know, kind of like a tough situation, but the next step is for this to get put down. Like, the argument's going to get put down. There's not going to be a new beginning with these people that you're arguing with, right? Yeah, so, okay. With the Emperor, we got the Devil. You know, so this person could have drug addictions, alcohol addictions, sex addictions, you know, could have problems with jail, anything that's toxic, anything that's repetitive, you know, and the Devil is in the upright, so, you know, obviously this person could be a Capricorn because of the Devil card, but, yeah, I wouldn't say that, you know, and if that is you feel absolutely bound to this situation. If you are the Taurian male that, you know, is in this relationship, like, you feel absolutely bound to this relationship and you feel like it's super toxic, right? But for a lot of people, I think, you know, either you're watching this go down, or, you know, if this is you, then it's going to be okay, because the fighting's going to end. There's not going to be a new beginning for this situation, and I think that that is really important. You know, it could even be with siblings that you're dealing with this, or people just from your town, right? Because of the third house, you know, the third house stuff going on there. So, but it looks like it's going to be a good step, you know what I mean? So don't worry, Taurus, we'll be okay. Alright. So, Taurian singles. Alright, so you got true love. This is a once-in-a-lifetime love. Right, so this can absolutely come up if you're watching somebody else, too. Like, I see it during the summer a lot because people get married quite often. So you go and, you know, you watch somebody's married, like, get married or whatever. Go to their wedding. But I'm not saying it can't be a pop-up, yay, you know, because that would be cool, right? Okay. I'm just saying I see that a lot during summer. Okay. For the people in the U.S., you know. Where we have summer right now. Okay. That and spring, mostly. Okay. Alright, so you have the Ace of Wands in the reverse. So this is like, you know, no sexy time. Right? You could be watching an ex's. This comes up to if the ex has moved on, right? And it's upsetting for you. Thank you to everyone who's liked, shared, and subscribed to the channel. I appreciate you. And if you haven't had a chance yet, you just subscribe down below. I'd appreciate that as well. But really, just thanks for watching. I appreciate all of y'all. Okay. Alright, so you have the Palace of Air. So this could be talking about, you know, an air signs home. Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. Absolutely. The Palace of Air can also be, you know, you could really be focusing on... you know how there's those things where people like try to bring their soulmate? It's a slippery slope, my friend, before you try to do it. But, the Palace of Air can represent your mind, right? Okay, so you got two, and then you have a new beginning in truth. You have, it's a victory in truth, a victory in thought, you know, something coming through. So this is like, alright. So, somebody not coming back from the past. So you could be focusing on somebody from the past, thinking that it's your true love. You know? And I just want you to be really careful before you become, you know, like obsessive or something about it, right? But there is a new beginning to be had here, but somebody's not coming back from the past because we have the Six of Cups in the reverse. So, remember that. You could also be talking about if you let go of this, then you'll find your person, right? Okay, so no sexy time at the home. What's going on there? Yeah, so the Palace of Air could be referring to where you're gonna be, like at this moon cycle, at the new moon in Cancer. Let's check this out. Okay, so you're seeing that someone is a snake. I'm getting that, you know, there is, for some of you, it's like a family member, right? And this would be an Aquarius, Libra, Gemini person that turns out to be a snake, and you have this, like, epiphany, like, oh, you're a jerk, right? For other people, I see it coming through as, you know, you were kind of together with somebody else, kind of seeing someone, let's say, and, you know, the truth comes out, and you realize that this person was a snake, you know? I'm sorry, dears, but it happens. It's not all rainbows and sunshine, and if it was, then I'd be lying to you, right? Okay. Yeah, so the message that's coming here is that somebody's not coming back from the past, right? So this could absolutely pertain to your family, and if it does, then there would be some kind of like new relationship within the family. Somebody comes out and says, "Oh, I'm in love with so and so." You know what I mean? And you don't feel like it's the best move, you know? So you got to look at it a few different ways because there's a lot of people that watch. You know what I mean? And I try to give you the best interpretation for everybody. You know? Okay. So my Taurian friends, my Taurian couples, let's check you guys out. Whispers of Love Oracle deck. This is the only part of the reading where I put Venus to, but you're absolutely welcome to put your sun, moon, rising, right? But I recommend, like, whatever sign that you most resonate with at the time, like if you know anything about Mahadashas or anything like that, then watch that one, okay? Practice compassion. See things from a different perspective. And those of you that have watched this before, you know, I'm sure you've heard my rants about change your perspective, you change your life, right? And that is so true for my Taurian, for everyone. You know what I mean? Alright. Let's check you guys out. Sorry about the air conditioner, it is just very hot. Okay, so you guys got the Palace of Water in the upright. Very nice. So the Palace of Water absolutely could be a water sign's home. Pisces, Scorpio, or Cancer, right? But it is also an emotionally balanced home. Very nice, right? Okay, so you have the Page of Wands. So Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, younger to you. This could absolutely be your spouse, or significant other, if they are younger to you, and are a fire sign. It could be a child as well. Alright, so then you have the Hierophant in the reverse, so sign of Taurus, right? So there could be something making you feel out of whack, you know, something that has to do with this child, you know. And you could be hearing something about a child that you're close to, and it makes you feel kind of messed up, because we have here the Knight of Swords. So this is somebody coming in to say something. So, you know, whatever, you know, somebody tells you that this child has done something or whatever, it's saying to practice compassion, you know, and not, and try to see it from their perspective, right? Okay, so let's check it out. Gilded Reverie, Illinois. Taurian couples. Okay, yeah, so, there could be, like, quite a few people running around your home, quite a few people, because it is the Labyrinth card, and the Labyrinth card can talk about, you know, even competition. So this could be, like, children in competition with each other type of things, or, you know, you just trying to keep your house, you know, the most emotionally balanced as possible, and it's like a contest, like, almost like you have to fight for it, right? Okay, so with the Aries, Leo, Sagittarius that's younger to you, there's some type of block, right? So you might not be seeing this person at the time. Like, it doesn't have to be, like, direct family. It could be nieces, nephews, things like that, too, right? So it's, like, somebody that you feel close to, and this is kind of making you feel a little out of whack. Yeah, so you feel burdened by this situation, because the cross is burdened in the Gilded Reverie, Lenormand. So whatever is rushed in and said to you is making you feel like you know, you can find direction on this issue, but at the end of this, you know, you have to be compassionate with yourself, because it looks a lot like you're feeling this heavy burden, because the Hierophant card, it's the Faith card in this deck, but the Hierophant card in reverse plus the cross, it's a lot of, you know, you have Mars retrograde right now, and that can make you beat yourself up a lot, you know, and you can be beating yourself up over your own burdens. And this practicing compassion, you may have to do it with yourself, right? And that's what they're trying to tell you, right, with the advice card. So be gentle with yourself, Taurus. I'll see you soon. And if you'd like to get a reading with me, then just check the about below. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe. Alright.